Have you ever looked down at your hands and felt like they were telling a different story than the rest of you? Maybe your face still glows, your spirit still feels young, but your hands, they look a little tired, a little dry, maybe even a bit wrinkled. And the truth is, our hands go through so much over the years. They've cooked meals, held loved ones, worked hard, and cared for others. It's no surprise they start to show it. But what if I told you that soft, smooth, youthful-looking hands don't require expensive creams or complicated treatments? What if something simple, something you might already have in your kitchen, could help bring that softness back? Today, I want to sit with you, just like a friend would, and share a gentle, natural way to care for your hands. Nothing fancy, nothing overwhelming, just simple, effective steps that you can do right at home, because you deserve to feel good in your skin at any age. And we're going to start with something that makes all the difference, even though many people overlook it. It's the foundation of soft, glowing skin, and that is gently removing the dull, dry layer that builds up over time. You see, as we get older, our skin doesn't renew itself as quickly as it used to. Dead skin cells tend to linger longer, which can make our hands feel rough, look uneven, and even appear older than they really are. That's where a good exfoliating scrub comes in. But not just any scrub, one that's kind to your skin. Now I know what you might be thinking. Scrubbing? Isn't that harsh? And that's a fair concern. The last thing we want is to irritate our skin. But when done gently with the right ingredients, exfoliating can actually feel soothing, almost like giving your hands a little bit of love and attention. Let me walk you through something incredibly simple. Imagine taking a small bowl and adding about 1.5 spoons of sugar. If you happen to have brown sugar, that's even better because it's a bit softer. But regular sugar works just fine too. Then you add about 2 teaspoons of oil. It could be olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil, whatever you have and whatever your skin seems to like. As you mix the two together, you'll notice the sugar starts to soften slightly in the oil. You don't want it to completely dissolve. You just want those tiny crystals to become a little gentler, a little smaller. Think of it like smoothing rough edges, not erasing them entirely. And then comes the part that feels almost like a small ritual. You wet your hands just a little, not soaking, just damp. Then you take a bit of that mixture and gently massage it into your skin. Slow, circular motions. No rush, no pressure. Just let your hands relax as you do it. You might even find this moment calming. A few quiet minutes where you're not thinking about anything else, just caring for yourself. As you move the scrub across your hands, you're helping lift away that layer of dryness. You're encouraging your skin to breathe again, to feel refreshed. And the oil? That's already beginning to nourish and soften your skin at the same time. What I love about this is how simple it is. No complicated instructions, no hard-to-find ingredients, just something you can do in your own home at your own pace. And it's not just for your hands either. If you've ever noticed dry patches on your elbows or knees, this same gentle scrub can be used there too. Just remember to keep it away from your face, since facial skin is much more delicate. Now, you don't need to do this every day. In fact, 2 or 3 times a week is more than enough. Your skin needs time to renew itself, and this routine simply helps it along. After a few uses, you may start to notice something subtle at first. Your hands feel smoother, softer, maybe even a little brighter. And over time, those small changes can really add up. But here's something very important that many people miss. Exfoliating is only half of the story. Once you've gently removed that dry outer layer, Your skin is in the perfect state to absorb moisture. This is when your hands are most ready to drink in nourishment. And that's where the next step becomes just as important as the first. Because without proper moisture, even the best scrub won't give you lasting results. Your skin needs hydration to stay soft, to stay supple, to truly look its best. So as you rinse off that gentle scrub and softly pat your hands dry, leaving just a hint of moisture behind, you're preparing your skin for something even more powerful. A simple, natural way to lock in that softness and keep your hands feeling cared for long after you've finished. You know, there's something almost comforting about that moment, right after you rinse your hands. They feel clean, refreshed, and just a little more alive than before. If you pay close attention, you might even notice how your skin feels more open, more ready, like it's waiting for the next step. And this is where many people unknowingly miss their opportunity. A lot of us are used to drying our hands completely, going about our day, and maybe, if we remember, applying a bit of lotion later on. But by then, the skin has already lost much of that moisture it could have held on to. The key is timing. It's about giving your skin what it needs at the exact moment it can benefit the most. So instead of drying your hands until they're completely dry, just gently pat them with a towel. Leave them slightly damp, not wet, not dripping, just a soft touch of moisture still there. That little bit of water becomes something very important. It's what your skin can hold on to when you seal it in with the right kind of moisturizer. Think of it like watering a plant. If the soil is already dry and you just mist the leaves, it doesn't do much. But if the soil is slightly damp, it can absorb and retain that water much more effectively. Your skin works in a similar way. Now, when it comes to moisturizing, I want to keep this just as simple and gentle as everything else we've talked about. You don't need shelves full of products. You don't need to spend a fortune. In fact, sometimes the simplest things are the most effective. Right after you've patted your hands and they're still holding that slight moisture, take a few drops of oil, just a few, not too much. Maybe 3 to 5 drops is all you need. And again, this can be something as familiar as olive oil or coconut oil or almond oil. Whatever feels comfortable to you. Warm it slightly between your palms and then begin to massage it into your hands. And this is where I want you to slow down just a little. Don't rush through it. Let your fingers move gently across your skin. Pay attention to the areas that feel a little rougher. The knuckles, the spaces between your fingers, the back of your hands. These are the places that often need a little extra care. As you massage, something beautiful is happening beneath the surface. You're not just spreading oil. You're encouraging circulation. You're helping bring fresh blood flow to the skin. And with that comes nutrients, things your skin needs to repair itself, to stay healthy, to glow in its own quiet way. Even just a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, is enough to make a difference. And it's not just about the physical benefits. There's something deeply soothing about this kind of touch. It's a moment of stillness, a moment of care, a moment that's just for you. If your skin tends to be very dry, especially during colder months, you might notice that regular oils don't always feel like enough. In that case, there's something a little richer you can try. It's called ghee, or clarified butter. It's been used for generations in natural care routines, and for very dry skin, it can feel incredibly nourishing. Just make sure it's in liquid form before you use it. If it's solid, you can warm it slightly until it melts. Then, just like with oil, use a small amount and massage it gently into your skin. Now, you might be wondering, do I need to do this every day? And the answer is, you can, but you don't have to overdo it. Even once a day, especially after washing your hands in the evening or after a shower, can be enough to maintain that softness. Over time, these small moments begin to build on each other. Your skin starts to hold onto moisture longer, the dryness begins to fade, and your hands start to feel more like they used to, soft, comfortable, cared for. But there's one more step I want to share with you. And this is where everything comes together in a way that truly supports your skin over the long term. Because while oils are wonderful, there's something they can't fully do on their own. They can soften and protect, but they don't always pull moisture into the skin and hold it there for hours. For that, we need something that works a little differently, something that helps your skin stay hydrated from within. And the beautiful part is, just like everything else we've talked about today, this next step is simple, natural, and easy to make right at home. There's something really special about discovering that the most effective things in life are often the simplest. And when it comes to caring for your hands, that couldn't be more true. By now, your hands have been gently exfoliated, softened, and nourished with oil. They already feel different, lighter, smoother, more comfortable. But if you want that softness to last, if you want your skin to truly hold on to that moisture and keep that healthy glow throughout the day, this final step is where everything comes together. What we're going to do now is create a very simple homemade moisturizer. And I promise you, it's just as easy as everything else we've done. All you need are 2 ingredients. The first is the same oil you've already been using. It could be olive oil, almond oil, coconut oil, whatever feels right for your skin. You'll take about 2 teaspoons. And if your skin tends to feel extra dry, especially during colder weather or after frequent hand washing, you can use that same ghee we talked about earlier. Just make sure it's in liquid form. The second ingredient is glycerin. Now, glycerin is something you can usually find very easily, and it's known for its ability to attract moisture. While oils help seal and soften the skin, glycerin helps draw moisture into it and keep it there. When you combine the two, you create something that works beautifully together. So you simply add about 1 teaspoon of glycerin to your oil and then mix them well. That's it. There's no complicated process, no special tools. Just a gentle blend of 2 ingredients that support your skin in a very natural way. When you look at it, it might not seem like much. It's not packaged in a fancy bottle. It doesn't have a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce. But sometimes, that's exactly why it works so well. You know what you're putting on your skin. You know how simple it is, and your skin responds to that simplicity. Now, when it comes to using this moisturizer, you don't need a lot. Just a few drops, 3 to 5, is enough. Gently apply it to your hands, just like you did with the oil earlier, and begin to massage. Take your time here again. Let your hands relax. Let your fingers move slowly, covering every part of your skin. The back of your hands, your fingers, around your nails. These areas often get overlooked, but they benefit so much from this kind of care. As you massage, you may notice that the moisturizer feels slightly different from plain oil. It's a little more hydrating, a little more lasting. That's the glycerin working quietly, helping your skin hold on to moisture for longer. If you make this mixture, you can keep it for about 2 weeks. After that, it's best to make a fresh batch. But since it only takes a moment to mix, it never really feels like a chore. And here's something I want you to remember. You don't need to wait until your hands feel dry or uncomfortable to care for them. In fact, the best results come when you make this a gentle routine. Something you do not because you have to, but because it feels good. Maybe it becomes part of your evening, a quiet few minutes before bed. Or maybe it's something you do after washing your hands during the day. These small, consistent moments of care can make a bigger difference than any one-time treatment. Over time, you may begin to notice changes that go beyond just how your hands look. Your skin feels softer when you touch it. It feels more comfortable throughout the day. And there's a certain confidence that comes from knowing you're taking care of yourself in a simple, natural way. And the truth is, your hands deserve that care. They've been with you through so much. They've worked, supported, created, comforted. Taking a few minutes to care for them isn't just about appearance, it's about appreciation. If you decide to try this, I'd truly love to hear how it feels for you. Everyone's skin is a little different, and your experience matters. You can always share your thoughts, your results, or even your own little variations in the comments. Sometimes the best ideas come from sharing with each other. And if you found this helpful, if this felt like a gentle reminder that caring for yourself doesn't have to be complicated, then I invite you to stay connected. You can like this video and subscribe to the channel Elderly Faith Journey, where we share simple, meaningful ways to feel better, live well, and take care of ourselves, one small step at a time. Always remember, it's never too late to nurture your body, to treat yourself with kindness, and to create little moments of comfort in your day. Softness, warmth, and care, they don't belong to any age. They belong to you. So take a moment for yourself today. Smile a little, and keep choosing the small things that make you feel good, because those are the ones that truly add up over time.